I will start just go briefly over them really quick. But I can't share my screen. Damn, that sucks. Well, anyways, you guys are expected to briefly go over those rules. I will pull them up real quick for myself, and we could just briefly go over them. So if you guys have the time, just pull them up real quick, take a look at them. So we got our general requirements for the server. You're expected to be at least 15 years of age to at least partake in the server. A working mic, a valid Discord account. Obviously, everybody in here has a valid Discord account, and you must have a valid copy of GTA. And obviously, if we're in this channel, we all got them. So we got our basic general rules. Those are going to be like our out of city rules. So we got our general Discord server rules that apply just generally to any server. We also have our abuses of power, and if anything, you guys go over that right now. I want to just briefly go over our staff ranking. So basically, we got our staff duties. We got at the top is the architect. I guess you could say I'm the architect. I'm the person that made the server. So, but I'm still a council member. That doesn't give me any power above any of the council members. We are basically a triage of stuff of power. There you go. So then you got the council members. That's myself, Zeus, and Muscuddy. We're the administrators in the server when we're in game. We oversee staff, member operations, review applications for staff, department heads. We handle staff punishments, and we review votes to finalize changes to the server. Then below that, you got board of directors. Yeah, we can manage the server. They manage the server. They help manage the server. Department heads, and they vote on changes. Then you got administrators. They consist of anybody above the rank of administrator and anybody with the rank of administrator. So how we do it is we have these ranks outside of the server. So these are Discord ranks, but nobody is above the rank of administrator in game. So for example, I'm a council member, but when I'm in game, my rank is no higher than administrator. So I can't go around flaunting, "No, I'm a council member. You can't do this, whatever." So those are our ranks, and then we got moderator to help with the Discord server more, soft bans, kicks, and everything like that. So then we got our roleplay rules. This is the meat and potatoes right here. This is destined to change. Like I said, like Muscuddy said, this is going to be changing more than a few times within the next, I say, month or so. Just as like I said, as we're adjusting. We got our punishment systems, which we'll go over a little more in depth later, and ticket system as well. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for any rules or changes to that would be great. But I'm gonna tell you guys these rules are gonna be strictly enforced. We got no time for any bullshit. We got no time for the shenanigans. We understand it's a video game. We're here for fun, but at the end of the day, we're not here for any bullshit. So I don't know if Zeus and Muscuddy have anything they want to add on that.
I ain't here to play on V-menu servers anymore. I will not have anything to do with that nonsense.
I'm just trying to be a part of some fire ass scenes, bro. Fear for your life, protect your neck. Don't be a dick.
Exactly. Fear for your life is a big word, and that's something that we're hoping people will actually semi-do in this server. So Zeus and Muscuddy, you want to go? When you guys want to go over the tone of opening day? The next part.
So I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Nah, you got it. I got this Tourette's maker, the Tourette's soundboard in my hands.
So the first day is probably going to be a little bit slightly more relaxed due to having an event going on, most likely. But the first day is going to be a really big deal in regards to setting the tone. Like, I'm going to be on my A game. The cops are going to be on their A game. We got to really make this world exist. So yeah, sure, it's going to be fun at some point. You know, we'll go to an event, probably some kind of maybe a car show, or everybody will be drinking. It'll be a fun time. But we need to get the building blocks started on what is essentially your vision. So everybody's going to be on their A game. We're going to be promoting good RP by creating good RP.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. To piggyback off of Zeus was saying, first couple of days may be a little chaotic. You know, a lot of us had some time to, you know, get adjusted to the framework and get our character set up and get, you know, at least semi ready. But when we're actually open and rules are starting to be enforced, it's just going to be a whole different ball game. I do know we did offer that promotion for people who have that early visionary tag. For day one, we'll be able to get that reward of I believe it's 50K. So that'll be dished out on or around release date. So on or after within the first few days. So don't
At least through the
right.
weekend. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
jump in, but at least
Yeah,
through the
no,
weekend.
yeah.
Just give us some time to
Exactly.
do that, because that's a lot of typing that we have to do on our end to
Yeah.
get you as promised.
Exactly. But yeah, expect that it's like Zeus said, it's going to be a little more relaxed, but expect that tone to be set the first day of what we're expecting in the server. And if you know you can't get with it, then you know this ain't the place.
That's okay. Yeah, that's
But if you
totally
could,
okay if you can't.
exactly. But if you could, this will be a great experience for all of us. Something I would I will hope something we never experienced before. In a good way. So yeah, the tone of opening day is going to be set, and what we expect is going to be set for that opening day. Yeah. Scott, you want to go over that next part?
Yeah, so the punishment system is pretty simple. If you take a look at the server handbook, you'll see that we have a 3-strike system. That 3-strike system is dependent upon what you are being disciplined for, right? So if you fail RP once, you know, you're gonna get a warrant. We're probably gonna pull you to the side. Hey man, that was at least the language I'll use is like, yo, that was a dick move, you know, or you know, just kind of explaining where the RP, you know, went south, so to speak. From there, I mean, you know, if you get hit up for fail RP again, then you know that's probably going to be a kick. Hey, man, you know, you might need some time to get your RP together. You got to make sure you have the opportunity to have that too. You know, if you get hit for fail RP again, and you know these different conversations can be initiated. I'm sorry, guys, in a few different ways. What you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them? All right, y'all got that?
Go ahead. That's yeah. That's
You know, I mean, yeah, right. You know, so sometimes, I mean, you know, if you fail RP with somebody, at least specifically fail RP or power gaming, metagaming, stuff like that, that stuff will probably be in the ticket. Yes, I mean, if you just so happen to be RPing with a moderator, with an admin, then, you know, I mean, you just got, you know, and that's kind of how that works. Everything's going to be documented. They know we're going to definitely make sure to definitely give you your due process. I definitely want to hear your side of things of what's going on. But generally speaking, that punishment system is a 3-strike system, depending on what you are being disciplined for. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, please put them in the town hall talk.
Yeah. All right. Word up. So, Zeus, you got something you want to say?
Just going over like the next little bit, I cannot begin to describe you what is available in the game. No amount of words, like we've spent a lot of time curating and crafting. Like we just got drones yesterday. Like there's going to be a lot of things going on in game. You're probably going to want a job. Let's be real. Unless, I mean, hey, everybody likes the dark side of life sometimes, and that's a pretty good way to make some money. But you're probably going to need a job, as a lot of things are going to be going on. Businesses are going to be moving, clubs are going to be open. Ways for you to blow money is definitely going to be around, so you're going to need to find ways to make that.
Absolutely. So to piggyback a little bit off, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities to do things in the server. Um, we just invested in a drug script that allows us to virtually create any drug we want, virtually any drug. Think about it, we can make it. Which I think is fire.
With multiple ingredients and a step process to make it.
Yeah. So
Not
and it's
not just
we can
pick
do,
it.
yeah, and that's all done in game. So it's nuts. Um, Multiple opportunities if you want to become a business owner. We got business owner opportunities if you want to just become work for the state. We got government opportunities if you want to become a criminal. We got criminal opportunities, robberies. We have gang opportunities. A lot of management systems for the gangs. A pretty cool framework for the gangs actually that I got to put in the server. I haven't put it in yet. I'm planning on throwing that in tonight and testing that. So it's just we want to literally live up to that name of YourVision Roleplay. It's roleplay in your vision, roleplay in your vision as long as it's realistic. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. It's anything goes as long as it's realistic and it's not offensive. We're not on no 2022 shit where everything's gonna be offensive, but it's not to the point where it makes somebody physically and mentally uncomfortable. Um and if you go over the rules, there's several things that we do blacklist in the server, unfortunately, but it has to be done to ensure everybody's, at least comfortable being able to join the server. So we're welcoming to everybody. So I hope everybody's looking forward to that. And looking at what's going to be coming. I'm going to tell you this: not everything is going to be in the server on day one, but it will slowly be added to the server just to create some suspense. And because clearly there's a lot of stuff I have to add that we got to put in the server. So I hope we're all looking forward to that. And yeah, things are gonna be bright. Ms. Cuddy, you got anything on what's available in game?
Oh man, I mean, if you want to do it, 2 out of 3 we got it already, and if we don't have it already, we are definitely working our way towards getting there.
100%.
Offhand, offhand, I know that we definitely need some managers for like the mechanics. Your eyes out on the applications. I forget which tab that's gonna be under. But when it comes to like the whitelist stuff, think about like mechanic, bankers, car
Realtors.
dealerships, stuff like that.
And we are hiring for those positions, so we are looking for people who are taking that serious: the mechanic, banker, realtor, and a foreign car dealer. So
A lot of people are going to be buying houses real soon. You guys
yeah.
might want some of that fat commission.
hmm So think about that. Um, but yeah, a lot of shit in game, and I'm gonna tell you guys this: we're not that server that's gonna turn down. If you have a good idea to be added to the server, even if it costs money, we're all ears. We're all about bettering the server. We're not here to feel any ego or feel like we're in charge of anybody. Now we're all in this together. And if you feel like something is lacking in the server or there's something needs to be added or taken away, we're not going to be the type of people to be like, nah, bro, this ain't your server. You can't tell us what to do. Nah, we this is literally Eurovision roleplay, and I'm gonna keep saying that because yeah, that's why we named it that. Um, so yeah, whitelisted jobs are gonna be a thing. So that's gonna be we're like we said, we went over the current positions that we're looking for whitelisted managers to be able to open those positions up. So once again, that's the mechanic, banker, realtor, or a foreign car dealer. Um, foreign car dealers are going to be the ones selling add-on cars. So add-on cars aren't going to be just available at any time. It's going to be available when somebody's online to sell them. So if you guys are interested in any of those, our applications will be open after this meeting, hopefully within today or tomorrow. Muscuddy, you want to go over the whitelisted gang aspect?
Fear for your life. That's number one. So the whitelisted gangs are actually going to be pretty cool. We definitely have that system set up to where, you know, being in a gang in YourVision RP, that's going to require good role play. It's going to require an understanding of, you know, kind of that criminal underworld. You're going to have to adhere to, you know, a set of rules. It's not many, you know, it might be about 5. You know, where gang activity may be limited to a certain amount of people. You know, and of course, you know, I mean, if you're at war, because I know a lot of gangs, like, they like to bust, they like to shoot them guns, you know, you know, I mean, we have a process for getting to that point. We just want to make sure, at least with the gang on gang RP, that it's not, you know, you don't, I hate to kind of say it like this, you don't bust your nut too fast, man. I mean, don't be no 3-pump chump about it. Like, let's actually build the tension. Let's actually build the anticipation on what you got going. There is an application process. So, you know, you gotta do that gang formation application. You know, you'll come in, you'll be a probationary gang. That timeline rather can be between about a week to maybe 3 weeks. We just want to just kind of monitor you. We're not saying that you can't operate like a gang. We're not saying that you can't, you know, recruit and things like that. Actually, no. During that probationary period, you won't be allowed to recruit, and that's just for us to help keep track of you, of what you guys have going on, you know. But once you get whitelisted, you know, you'll be offered a clubhouse or a headquarters. You know, some people are MCs, some people are mafia, some people are street gangs. So, you know, we'll look at getting you set up with with a clubhouse, things like that. We'll make some specific gang attire available to you guys. And then you'll be assigned a drug trade to control in the city. Now the gangs, they're on a 3-strike system too. You know, so if something's going on where, you know, a bunch of you guys are together, and you know, you're kind of deemed to break in one of those rules, then, you know, we're gonna give you a strike, so to speak. You know, if you get up to those 3 strikes, you know, we'll knock you back down to the probationary period, which just means we're watching you. That's all that means. It's not like, you know, you guys got to go, or at least at that point, it's not like you guys got to go. But, you know, it's just we want to make sure that there's good quality role play going on. Some of the some of the whitelisted gang activities are going to include controlling coke, controlling meth, crack, opium, heroin, gun running, you know, and pretty much anything in between all of those things. Some we've worked really, really hard on making sure that we get that system to be fair, and to make sure that, you know, everybody's at the end of the day enjoying themselves, even if it is a little stressful while it's happening.
Oh yeah. Anything else you want to add, Zeus, to that, or on to the next topic?
I think we're just gonna move on to the next topic on that one. Actually, I'm gonna jump back just a little bit on this because we talked a little bit about throwing money around earlier. We do happen to have a little bit of a donation system. None of that is enforced in any way. Just if you do happen to like the server and want to casually donate, you can do that. Or if you happen to want a lot of things and you're growing a business, totally don't hesitate. Like within the server, don't hesitate to come talk to us. We could probably work something out. Or if you're looking for specific vehicles or particular MLOs or houses, like that's why we have that system. It's inherently to make your vision a reality, to make what you want.
Exactly. So yeah, to piggyback off of that donation system, there's gonna be donation perks. I'm gonna go over a few things, like before we release the donators, like the whole donation store and everything, um, the first thing is there's gonna be a shop for donators. So you're gonna be able to purchase tokens through T-Bex and be able to buy certain things off of that shop. Um, the next thing is if you wish to have a house that's an MLO, that's strictly your MLO house. That is going to also be a donator perk as well. There's also going to be a few other as well. Muscati said you if you were a whitelisted gang, you get a few things. You get a clubhouse. The clubhouse is going to obviously be coming with you being a whitelisted gang if it's already in the server. You obviously don't have to donate for that, but if you want to have a custom MLO in or something that has to be purchased, we expect you to provide some funds for that. But the systems will be gone over a little more in detail when I do release the store for us. But right now, you could buy us a coffee if you feel. If you want to help the server out, I gotta post a link somewhere up there in the announcements. But yeah, um, basically, also we're gonna have whitelisted businesses, so you're gonna have the opportunity to have your own job and be able to keep the profits and do what you want to do with that and have your own venue. There's also going to be donator perks for that as well, but there will be free stuff as well for that. Um, so you have the opportunity to own a business. There's going to be an event coming soon revolving around businesses. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be an server event, so it's going to be a pretty dope one. Actually, we're trying to plan that out. So keep tuned with that. I don't know if you guys seen today down in government information. I just released the state constitution and the state penal codes. I'll post them in town hall. I'll post those in town hall. So I just posted the constitution. That's in game only. That's just the state constitution. We also go off of the United States Constitution as well. But that's our in-game and state constitution that we drafted up for the city. And also the penal codes have been released. So I just posted those in town hall as well. So if you do, when you decide to sit down to go over the rule, I expect you to take some time to go over that as well, because there's some useful information in there. So basically, the Constitution outlines the powers of the government in each position. The government is expected to be opened up within the next few weeks. We already released applications for elected officials and lawyers. We did not release applications for judges yet because you have to have if you read the Constitution, in order to be appointed a judge, you have to have a certain amount of time as a lawyer first. So to circumvent that, not having judges, myself and Muscati are going to be taking lead of the court system until the proper people are put in place to be able to make that self-sufficient. So if you guys go over the Constitution, look at that. If you guys are interested in applying to be on the ballot for election for any of the positions, each of the positions is an important position. And I think it's it's another dope layer that we're adding to the server. So let me see where those apps at.
While you're grabbing it, I just want to underscore that I plan on getting it out the mud with that judge shit. And I'm sorry to, I'm pardon my French, but that's something I really enjoy, so just because myself and July are kind of grandfathered into the judgeship stuff. I mean, we may do something else with our characters and all that. We may decide to stick it out. I can speak definitely for me. that I'm gonna do it to the max. And if it's something I really enjoy and I decide I want to stick with it, I mean, I have to do an application too. I gotta have the right credentials and all that too. I just want to underscore that you were grabbing that document.
Absolutely, no, 100%. The main reason why we're taking lead of that position is because we need to set the tone for that, because that's going to be the basically the bread and butter in the server that's holding everything together. Is that core system, making sure everything is fair. And we need to make sure that tone is set from day one, that it needs to be a serious position. So eventually, yeah, there's going to be people that were placed there by elected officials and approved. If you look at the Constitution, it goes over how judges and justices are appointed. Um, so it's a pretty in-depth system without going too crazy. I don't want to go too far into it where it starts taking away from the fun and starts becoming a hassle. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that government shit and think that's cool, definitely put in your application in for candidacy for any of the positions. We're gonna start campaigns probably within the next few days. We're gonna allow the campaigns to be started, so you can make posters. If you want to make videos, you can make videos. If you want to buy ad space on Weasel, on the weekly Weasel News channel broadcast, you definitely could do that. So there's a whole bunch of ways you could get on with it. So yeah, there might even be a donator system for that if you want to get like a shirt in or something, or a hat in. So stay tuned for that. We just got a lot of plans. We got to come in for that. So yeah, think about that. Weasel News is unbiased sometimes. Um, so we did go over the donation system. Briggs, you got a second to speak?
Raise your hand if you're ready, brother. We don't want to move you up if you're not cool.
He's ready. How the hell? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sheriff Tobias Briggs. Give him a warm welcome down in the town hall talk if you could. This is great man right here. Great man right here. So I brought him up here. He's gonna discuss a little bit of the prison system. He's gonna discuss it more from the correction side and the LEO side, and then we're gonna we have some time to explain how the prison system is gonna work on the civilian side and the criminal side as well. So, Briggs, I'm gonna give you the floor because you have the time now, and yeah,
All
welcome
right.
to the stage.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy,
What's up, guys? So for the most part, with the correctional deputy side of things, these guys have been, well, there are a couple of them, but they've been preparing for the opening day for a hot minute now. We've kind of gone back and forth to the drawing board, at least I would say a good bit of 10 times, trying to make sure that things are right. To make sure that everybody gets the full effect of the correctional facility. So for these deputies, they are pretty much there not only for the safety and security for the inmates and the staff inside of that facility, but kind of going back on what Ms. Scuddy mentioned earlier about quality of life, that is their goal as well. They're going to make sure that the inmates are, being fed or you're receiving medical attention, you know, and we have things like the infirmary and the cafeteria. So scheduling and scheduling and timing is one of the biggest things, trying to make sure that everybody, because not everybody's going to go hungry at the same time. Not everybody's going to need medical attention at the same time. So when it comes down to it, it is their responsibility to make sure that each and every inmate is at least well taken care of while in the facility. And if if you just so happen to end up on the wrong side of those cell doors, then and you notice that there's some sketchy stuff going on, we have a complaint form. Utilize that. So because the main thing that I've been trying to stress to LCSO is that we want to do things the right way. So by submitting those complaint forms, we can correct those mistakes and those behaviors by looking at that and going back to the drawing board once again. When it comes to security, safety and security of the inmates and the staff members, they are there are security protocol in place for. Sorry, I'm getting a text. There's security protocol in place that the correctional deputies must follow based on the actions of the inmates. So if it's a riot, they have protocol that they go by to make sure that everything ends in a that the best result is met at the end of that situation. If inmates get in a fight, one gets injured, they have protocol for that. So nobody should be winging it while you are in that facility. They have an answer for everything, to make sure that you guys can enjoy the actual inmate side of things. And Banks or someone's going to touch on that here in a minute. You'll kind of get an idea of what that is. But if the correctional deputies aren't doing what they need to do by making sure that you guys are alive and well and fed and all that nice stuff, you won't be able to get the full aspect of the prison facility with the capabilities and the opportunities you have while you're in the prison. So these guys have been training and preparing for the moment that we get a full house of inmates. So hopefully you guys can enjoy it as much as they are going to. And other than that, if I'm just commenting on corrections, that's all I got.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand. I don't know if y'all was really paying attention, but he said a mouthful. If you didn't get it from what Briggs was mentioning just now, man. I mean, the prison is a fully working prison. It's a fully working prison. I'll go out on a limb, and hell, I'll just tell you. I don't know if you guys are what you guys plan to do with your characters, but especially if you're gonna be on some criminal stuff and you get clapped, I mean, prepare to go to jail. And like when we say go to jail, we mean go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And while you're in there, it's gonna be stuff for you to do. It's gonna be things for you to do. You can get a job in the jail. Heck, you can just kind of hang out in your bunk. Yo, the town hall talk is going up.
I recommend playing handball. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, play some basketball, play some handball, get a job. Check out the canteen. Maybe your homeboy put some money on your books. You heard me. The jail is a fully functioning part of the city, of the state rather, because we treat San Andreas like it's a state. So it's when you get the opportunity to be in the prison system and all that, I just encourage you to take full advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. With that, yeah, like Muscuddy said, man. With stuff to do with actual correctional officers, in an actual prison economy, where you got trading cigarettes, damn near. Expect to do some time for your crime because there's shit to do, and we're gonna bring that prison RP aspect hopefully all the time and not have like a lot of servers do prison RP, but it's scripted. I want to have that prison RP. Whenever you go to prison, expect some RP. Expect somebody old head doing 500 months up in there trying to spit game to you. Expect somebody who was a gang leader turned Muslim trying to get things right, working out all day trying to get you right on your track. So
I was gonna say, can I add one more thing before I go back down? And this is just kind of protocol. just to kind of give you guys an idea on how serious these deputies are going to be taking things. If you just so happen to be arrested, and let's say, for instance, for some reason you were resisting, you get tased, you get injured in some way before even the officers get on scene, these officers are obligated to get you medically cleared before you come to the prison. Because once you come to the prison, there is no, let's get you help and then get you situated. Then you need to be medically cleared before you come to jail, because the correctional officers, that takes liability off of them. We don't want you to, get arrested and, you get hurt, you get brought to the prison and you end up, falling out on us or, dying on us, whatever the case may be. So there is literally a document telling these deputies what they need to do, how they need to do it, when they need to do it. So that way you guys get the best experience possible. I know that sounds weird because we're talking about jail, but it's so you can get the best experience. So again, utilize that complaint form. If you know that you're supposed to be medically cleared before you're taken to prison, and that doesn't happen, hit up that complaint form, let us know, and we'll keep communicating that with the people who are arresting you. So that way, it won't happen again. But other than that, that's all I wanted to add.
I appreciate you coming up to the stage, man.
Give it up. Give it up. Give it up if you're going to give it up.
And the myth, the legend, yeah. All right. Excuse me, I'm just getting a little toky while we're having this meeting. I hope if you are and a 420 supporter, I hope you're getting toky too. So you can enjoy the vibes with us. But yeah, back on track. Applications are going to be pushed out. As we were saying before, there's going to be several applications for certain things. If you were interested in any of those positions for the whitelisted manager job, so like the bank, like we said, the banker, mechanic, realtor, foreign car dealer, open up a ticket, and we'll further help you with that if you're interested in any of those positions. Applications for whitelisted jobs will be open once managers are found for the jobs. Applications for businesses and business owners will be opened up within the next few days. As well as we just opened up a few applications today. And once we start getting a couple lawyers in the latter season, we'll start opening up judge applications for people interested in becoming judges. So yeah, applications are going to be slowly rolled out as they're needed, and as they become available and positions available. Anybody got anything they want to add on that?
Keeping on the applications vibe, we do need a couple staff members here, guys. Ideally, like 3 would be really good, but even just 1 or 2 more to start. Just because, just as the server grows, we're just going to need a few staff members to keep up with what people are doing. So ideally, we will have that application either out tonight, hopefully, or early tomorrow morning. And we would just ask that those interested just try to fill that out.
Yep. And that will come with an interview and anything else that is with that. So, yeah, we are looking for 3 staff members. So if you're interested in that, applications will be out after this meeting. Another thing is we are, with the announcement of the government, there needs to be some form of protection for them, as well as a state agency. So we are going to begin applications and vetting for a commissioner of state police to get that role filled. This person is going to probably be one of our most vetted department heads, because we have a vision of state police that a lot of servers and a lot of cities don't implement. We're going more towards the providing security forces and obviously patrolling state property and around the state, but also having additional duties attached with it, as well as it being a smaller department. We want state police to be a smaller department compared to uh, county and LSPD. So if you feel like you could fit that vision and lead the department the way it's supposed to be, put in the application, open up a ticket, uh, and we'll go over that as well. All right.
I'm sorry, man. I know it's on me. I forgot I was muted.
Yeah.
So we got some fun stuff coming up, y'all. We got some events, and we got some things in the works. When we say events, I mean I'm talking about like like parties and club openings and stuff like that. Um, we're looking at doing like some auctions and things like that. We definitely want the server to be alive. Where there's something going on. And it may not be per se every single day where we've got an event or we've got something big happening, but definitely, if I can speak frankly, maybe every other week or so where there's something big, that's announced that's happening. We're definitely going to lean on the business owners. We're definitely going to lean on the gangs. Throw some events, man. Let's do some stuff. We definitely don't want this to be a server where everybody just kind of does their thing and presses E. We definitely want a lot of interaction. We want stuff happening. We want news to be made, and I mean like organically. Hey, there was a block party on Grove Street that ended in a shootout. Weasel News would literally eat that up. You know, so definitely. I know one of the events is it's a party, and I'm trying to give it the right name. My apologies, y'all.
Best dressed event.
Thank you. The best dress joint. So I mean, come out in your 3-piece suit. If that's your version of best dress. Heck, some people version of best dress might be a big do rag and a Jesus chain. You know what I'm saying? Come see us. Come have some fun, especially as we launch the server and we get things started on the right foot. Feel free to add, guys. I mean, my Tourette soundboard is going in right now.
Hey, he down. He down with the cause too, bro. He just want to be down. You feel me? He want to get his say too. You know.
Heck yeah, he gonna RP with everybody. He'll walk up to everybody and start talking.
um. Yeah. With that being said, plans for the future are, we're always going to be looking to grow. I don't want to become stagnant. That's where a lot of servers, lose their way is when they become stagnant. They become comfortable. I want to always be able to grow and make this a better place for everybody. And I hope everybody has that same growth mindset that the glass is half full. It's not empty. It's not half empty. We got a lot of potential here, but a lot of future scripts coming. As they come out, I'm always constantly looking for new scripts. I check daily for new scripts. I look around. I got a lot of connections in the community, so I try to see what's going on. And everything I do is for the server. So, um, and if you guys like we said, we're not that type of server to turn down any ideas. If it's something that's going to grow us, then show us bars, bars.
That was a 2 out of 5. You can do better.
Nah, that was bars, bro. Come on, that was on the fly. That was wit, bro. That was wit right there, bro. All right, yeah. So now's the time. If anybody wants to say anything to the community, or have any voice conversations, if you want to have anything to add, you can raise your hand now, and we'll be more than glad to drag you up to give you the floor. Anybody has a chance to speak right now, no matter who you are. So, I got one hand raised, two hand raised.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, yep.
Hello, welcome.
All right. So, you know what I think would be cool? I don't know if this is a stretch or possible to do, but I think it would be cool to have some sort of sports thing in the server, like at the university, for example. There's like a football field there, and then have it on Weasel News. I don't know if that's a thing y'all can do.
Mm-hmm.
Saying bring Madden to GTA 5, but some sort of sports or something that'd be pretty cool. Or like how there's already in-game tennis and golf. That would be cool if you could like have like golf tournaments and then put it on Weasel News or whatever. So
So one of the things that we're open to actually is opening up a NASCAR league. We
I
got we
love
got
NASCAR.
we have a race. We have a wide map on the horse track at the casino. It turned into a paved racetrack. So, in my opinion, I thought it would be dope to have like a type of NASCAR league that there's actually people that are invested in team owners and people and there's actually a commission that oversees it and you know I'm all for also like building celebrities in the server. I would like to have a couple of people that are like role play quote unquote famous, like everybody knows who they are type of deal, and I think that'd be dope. So that'd be fine.
That'd occur naturally as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, yes, a police golf tournament sounds like a great idea. Just having like the
police golf tournament.
police and Briggs just going at it.
Yeah,
That'd be lovely to see.
All right. Anything else you want to add, Mike?
nope.
Before we get the next speaker up, looking at the town hall talk. When do car dealer apps go up? Is the question.
Like I said, if you're looking to become a manager, open up a ticket. We do department heads a little different. So if you're looking to become a manager of that job, open up a ticket with your ideas on what you want to do. Where'd it go?
Hi.
I was a little too intimate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Was it a little too into it? No, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you to you three, because honestly, boys, without these three, this server would be nothing. This was Banks's vision for, well, ever since I first met you on PS4. So, long time coming. All right.
that is true.
I love you all, and I appreciate you three. And I hope you all ate today and had a regular bowel movement. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank
Yeah,
you, gorgeous.
I appreciate you too, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much obliged, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do anything else you want to add?
Go ahead and send me the clip of that, Chang. Thank you.
Right. When he's feeling lonely, he's gonna listen to that himself. Put it on the fucking YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube video private link, so you can just put it on the bot when he's in the room.
Just replay it over and over and over again. No, I have nothing else. I just wanted you guys to know that I know, like, a lot of people in here appreciate you as well. So,
Hell yeah.
all right. That's all.
Much obliged, bro.
Drag my ass back down there. How do I go down there? Moved audio.
Do we have any more hands raised?
Yeah.
Okay.
Restaurant, what's up?
Are there? Oh, go for it.
Will we have any green zones?
No.
No? Okay.
Fear for your life.
Yeah, there's obviously gonna be, expectations that you're not gonna fucking go spray up a hospital or spray up a police station.
Yeah.
That's just not realistic. But green zones are kind of take away from the role playing. So
Not completely, man. I mean, you watch the news. Somebody just shot up a subway. It can happen anywhere, and that's kind of the point of us. Not wanting to do the green zones, because I mean, it can literally happen anywhere. Now, it should always be RP'd out. there should always be tension that builds up to stuff like that. I mean, fly into the city and you get you get your couple of your homeboys. Y'all just so happen to have Max and all that. So yeah, let's go spray something. Nah, don't work like that. The expectation is that everything is RP'd out.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to know. Drag me by my hair back down if you would.
Yeah, that was a good question though. That was a great question though. That's something that a lot of people don't kind of pay attention to. I'm gonna jump in and read one from the town hall talk. Are there any plans to add more characters so we don't have to delete and add characters at this point? You're allowed up to 3 characters, and what you do with those 3 characters should be independent of each other. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. At the end of the day, you got 3, kind of 3 different role play lives you can lead, but take great care that they don't overlap with each other.
Yep. To piggyback off of that, I'm gonna make this clear. You're only allowed 1 whitelisted job per character. So that doesn't mean gang. You could be in a gang and have a whitelisted gang and have a whitelisted job. But you're only allowed 1 whitelisted job per character. So you can't have a police officer that is also a government official and is also a boss, the boss of Weasel News, under 1 character. Like Miss Scully said, you have 3 characters. You can choose what you do with those 3 characters as long as it's independent from each other. So that means you can't transfer knowledge, you can't transfer any items or any money between characters or anything like that. Anybody want to come up again? Anybody want to raise their hand? Now's the time. Anybody want to add anything?
Don't be shy. We're not gonna bite.
I see a couple watching here. Shout out to y'all. Showing up.
223 on deck. Fuck with it.
Seth has some drag. Seth has some.
So I know for like criminals and stuff, there's no way to get assault rifles, other than stealing them from cops. Is there going to be a way we can craft them, or?
Actually, so no, you're not going to be able to craft it per se. We are going to have a gang that's in charge of illegal weapons, selling those, distributing those, crafting them. They're going to have the recipes for it.
All right, yeah, that's all I wanted to know. Thanks.
All right, any input you want to add on that, or
Piggyback? That stuff is subject to change. I mean, just because you got the recipe don't mean you can't get hit up. This stuff is going to be very, very organic. And I know I use that word a lot, and you guys may not understand it the way like how I throw it around with the other council members when I say organic. But we definitely want things to kind of live and breathe and grow and kind of take on a life and a path of its own. The cool thing about this server is that easily 99.999% of what happens on the server should be unscripted. Is something happens and then the state reacts to it. So that's a great question. But yeah, they don't have no way to get them long guns yet, but it's coming.
Seth, anything else you want to add?
Nah, that's it. You could drag me back down.
Appreciate you, bro.
Weirdly somehow lower degenerate level. You could also roleplay never leaving your apartment and just investing in crypto your entire life and just making like oodles and oodles of money.
And just never leave the apartment.
And just being a hermit, never leaving an apartment, door dashing your food.
Hey, I'm a Uber guy, but
like this, whatever is available, whatever's online. You might not always have the option for everybody. Depends on the time of day. But like there are entire different ways to be degenerates around here.
Heck yeah. I'm just kind of scrolling the chat if there are no other speaks. Like, we don't want to hold you guys, we don't want to hold you for like a 3-hour town hall where we just kind of rambling on.
Someone did speak on talking about the N-word. Can you guys just give our opinion on that?
I mean, it's your vision, and you at the center of your vision. Talk how you talk.
As long as you're not directing it in a racist way.
Yeah,
I got no problem
if
with it.
it's in your conversation, normal phrasing, no big deal. You're specifically going out of your way with it at somebody, not as
But
fun.
the second it becomes blatant that you're just saying it to say it, and it's like, nah, yeah,
Yeah. In other words, don't be a dick.
yeah, don't be a dick. Hey, my man Stanley with that. All right, my brother. I'll see you. Anybody else want to jump up in here and say something? I got Cactus on the line. Cactus Hotline 3.7. Tell them why you mad.
Huh?
He doesn't. It's okay.
He
Tell
ain't
him when
getting.
you're mad.
He
We'll
ain't getting.
stop.
Keep. Just go. Just go. For
Yeah.
it.
Only real one's gonna get that one. Only real one's gonna get that one.
What's your question, Harris?
So, something I want to suggest is like a way to make AIs go faster, like when they're driving. Because I notice when you're like in a 40, they usually go like 25 or 30. Just pisses me
Honk
off.
at them twice.
Contact
So,
the local Rockstar developer
yeah.
and make
I'll
that
probably
suggestion for
script at
GTA
some
6.
point somewhere where people made them go faster. I don't know how. Another thing I think would be cool is to interact with objects around the map. So I'm assuming this will already be a thing, but like for like fire hydrants, let the FD actually hook up to them and like have make them have like physical locations, you know. Same with like newspaper stands. I think that'd be cool if we only had a newspaper, and then for every newspaper proper on the map, you could go
Actually,
spend like a quarter or
a
something
good
to
idea.
get a newspaper. Yeah.
We
Same thing with
totally
like ATMs or trash cans or something, I guess.
ATMs, vending machines already do something like that. I think we could totally get into something with the trash as well. Another big
Yeah, because
thing. Yeah, go
then
ahead.
trash people would be able to have like an actual job. Where
They have a job. There's a job associated with them, but I meant more like rooting through a garbage can.
yeah,
That kind of concept, that may totally be something we can look at. We did look at a defibrillator that was around the map as well, like publicly, that was able to be used.
Yeah.
But we found it did kind of crash Rockstar Editor for everybody. But if we can fix that, we would totally bring that back in.
Yeah, just like small, like
Little quality of life stuff, like we added the
Yeah.
bus stops around the map. There just weren't a bunch. There are no bus stops in Sandy. Now there are. Little
Yeah.
quality of life stuff like that for sure.
small stuff like that makes everything so much more enjoyable. Just like fucking chef's kiss on everything when you put like detail into it. So,
Yeah, that'd be dope.
In
All
the
right.
chat.
Anything else?
So
Harris?
Bear, no, not right now. The scripts are in, but not the job. And then right now, I don't think you can throw anything in dumpsters.
What's that?
Not yet. The fire job. The fire scripts are in, but I don't believe the fire job is in.
I'm putting the fire job in and hopefully be able to show it to the chief. Easy, you know. Cuddleson, you have your hand raised?
Yeah, what exactly, how does the bar examination work for lawyers? Like, what
So
are
you're gonna be administered a course that goes over basic court language and court etiquette, as well as you're expected to study the Constitution, basically of the United States, and the in-city Constitution or the in-state Constitution that we have, so that you can reference in-game and in-city and actual country law, federal law. After which you will take an exam, in which, if you pass that exam with a certain percentage, you'll be issued your bar license, and you'll be able to either become a public defender and be paid a flat rate, or go into getting your own business, which will go into you having to get a business license. figuring out where you will be headquartered at and everything. And getting your practice set up as its own, little job. So yeah, you could definitely be a lawyer, get your bar exam, and start your own business, and have your own law firm if you have funds to start that.
And to piggyback off that, the current set of penal code, you're expected to know the penal codes too. The current set of penal codes is a short list. That's kind of the reference list that we made for the LEO. But expect there to be what I like to call penal codes in long form, explaining what they are, coming within a week or so. It's just a lot to write out.
Thank you.
Not a
And
problem.
I
That's a
do
great
plan on
question.
actually having a bar license as a physical item in game. So yeah, keep that safe. If that does become a thing. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
They want to touch a little bit more on real estate. So Briggs has actually done a little bit of that work before. But you're able to make any house that has a door, regardless if it's an MLO, you're able to put an interior in that. So that would be the main job of the realtor, to be able to designate particular areas and provide houses and keys and everything associated with that. They will gain a commission on the sale of the home. It is going to be a little bit of a process because it's with the key system, you're ensuring no piece of land is occupied by two people. And in many cases, we will even have apartment style complexes where multiple people will be in one larger building. But yeah, the main job of a realtor will be a lot of scouting, partitioning, and then finishing the interior. People will be able to decorate the interiors themselves, or you'll be able to purchase furnished interiors for a higher fee. Does that answer your question, Walter or Grizzly?
All right.
If you guys had any more, feel free to
Harris?
just hands up. You can jump up here.
Yeah, I think Rodick wants to come up here, but to answer Harris's question real quick, I'm looking at several in-game dispatch systems because we already have the radio system in game, and I think we're gonna go with that for the time being, and it's pretty decent. Didn't realize how good it was until I actually saw it. And there's several in-game dispatch systems that work with the 911 command that allow people to respond and add themselves to calls and be added to calls and shit. So at the moment, we're going to kind of stray away from having dispatch as its own department and everything, and kind of, rely on self-CAD dispatching, which is,
Which can be
I
really
think
effective if done right.
I think it's the most efficient way to go right now. We do possibly look at getting Sonoran CAD when we start getting some funds into the server. So that is a possibility of happening in the long term. So yeah, for now I'm looking at different dispatch systems that could work in game, just to keep everything in game for now. So I hope that answers your question. I'm gonna drag Rodick up here real quick.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to say
Howdy, Rodick.
thank you guys. First, trying to just go off of what Roberts was saying is thank you for your push and initiative to get this server built. I spent many years jumping between a few different RP servers, and this one definitely feels more open and home than all others that I've joined before. But my question that I wanted to ask, not really pertaining to my current position of chief of police, but more of the mechanic opening that you have thought of. How are you envisioning that in terms of, let's say, not competing shops, but maybe partner shops or, mom and pop mechanic shops where there's like one or two people.
So how
yeah.
that would work is if you want to have a business that's a mechanic shop, you could have
Mhm.
a business that's literally a mechanic shop. And if you acquire the funds to be able to purchase one of the in-game shops that we have, which one of the things I didn't mention is player-owned stores. We're trying to make. We're gonna eventually go to player-owned stores. Everything's gonna be player-owned, and everybody's gonna have. And store owners are gonna be obligated to keep their quote-unquote shelf stock. So what the plan is if you want to make that a business of yours, your own business, or you want to do it for quote unquote the state or the city, it's up to you. Because the whitelisted jobs, the regular jobs that are, those are like technically for the city until you have your own business type of deal.
I want to make sure I understood. I thought he was going more of the like owning a chain of mechanic shops. Was that something you were kind of alluding to? And I just want to
That
make
as
sure I was
well.
understanding.
Yeah, that as well. So just to give an example, I'm planning on having one character that has a mechanic shop that, if possible, grows into a restoration shop. With chains. That kind of organically grow as you stated within the state, to see how well it works. But yeah, just kind of that thought process of how really how small can you be, and then also how large can it be.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what was the thought on that?
First of all, I think that's a really cool idea. That's not something I've experienced ever in my years of role play. So I think that's a really cool idea. Um, if anything, I think that would be limited by the script itself. Because you being the owner of a shop is a job. We have to create a job for you. So in terms of you would essentially have multiple jobs. So you kind of see where that's going when we talk about the one whitelisted thing, and owning a business is a whitelisted role. Um, Offhand, that's the only thing I can kind of see being, I guess, a conflict with that. But I mean, heck, if you are paying it out, if you're hiring staff and all that, I at least at this point, I don't see why not. And maybe maybe I'll get overruled in the future by the other council members. Um, but I mean, I'm just giving you my answer on how I'm perceiving what you're asking, and I think that's a dope ass idea, man.
Awesome, thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Just, I was just gonna say we're gonna close it in a moment, because once again, we don't want to just sit up here and ramble, guys. We definitely want to allow you to enjoy the rest of your evening. So if you got any more questions, we'll take them for like another minute or so.
If not,
I think we're in good shape. I mean, you're the architect, Doc. You got it.
What you mean by are we talking partnerships, Shane? Yeah, let me pull Shane up real quick. Shane, raise your hand. Hello.
Can like a mechanic shop make a partnership with a PD? Like free repair
RP
and
it
stuff
out.
like that. Yeah.
RP it out.
You want me to RP it out?
Throw the ball and see where it lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, talk to Briggs. Maybe show him some work. See if you can get a job at the station fixing stuff. Yeah.
Talk to Rodick. Maybe Rodick got some fucking
Yeah,
contacts
whoever.
in the
Yeah.
exchange. Definitely. All right. Any other questions or not? Oh shit. Yeah, something you want to say? We're about to wrap it up now, so once we're done, yeah. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right. Anyways, I just want to wrap it up. We appreciate you for coming out here. Look forward to seeing you guys on launch on Friday. Hopefully we get things rolling. Hopefully we get the ball rolling positive, and in the right direction, and everybody's on the same page. Everybody's here for the same thing. So let's make this shit dope. Let's make this shit the place to be, y'all. All right. Zeus Muscudi, I don't know if you guys have any final remarks.
A lot of us have some. Go ahead.
You first. No, you first, man.
A lot of us have some dynamic characters here. Like, kind of. Well, one, I am a dynamic character, and two, Zeus is pretty dynamic of a character. We're pretty accepting. We're gonna allow a lot of different kinds of stuff around here. So don't hesitate if you maybe have some out of the box style RP, as long as it's good.
Yeah.
Maybe YourVision.
You took the words right out of my mouth, bro. I mean, have fun with it, man. I mean, we're here to RP. We're here to have a good time. Some of that stuff is, don't be weird. I'll say that. Don't be fucking weird, please, or try not to be like super weird. But I mean, have fun with it. RP, take the RP in the direction that you're looking to go, because you are at the center of your vision. Yeah, I mean, shit, fit for your life.
Right. With that being said, real quick question: would you guys like to have like community meetings like this often, where we can come together and just have discussions and just go over plans and shit for the future? If so, just type yes. Appreciate you guys for all showing up. And yeah, look forward to see you guys on launch. If you have anything you want to ask, don't be afraid to ask it in a support channel or a general channel. Or go down to the help desk. With that being said, y'all have a good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Hey, good. Thank y'all for coming out, man. We're gonna close it. Feel free to check out the voice chats that we have. General 2, Boolin. We got a couple music channels. Even if you're gonna go to sleep, we've got a do not disturb. So yeah, I know I'm probably gonna hang around. I gotta do bad time for my kids, but I'm definitely gonna hang around just to kind of chit chat with you guys if y'all are open to it. All right, that's all I got, man. Go ahead and close it out, big dog.
All right, y'all. Peace.